All right, I'm Stephanie Reid. I am an Australian from Melbourne, Australia, to be specific. I'm part of the Australian national team program, and a fun fact is that I like to play piano.
Can you actually play piano?
Yeah, not great, not like expert level, but on the road trip that we were recently on, me and Penelope, we both were playing for the team, so just a fun little fact about your point guards.
Oh, it's good to know for future reference. Okay, so when and where did you first get in touch with basketball? When did you start?
So I started when I was 5. I've been around the game since I was even smaller than that, but my first organised game of basketball was when I was 5. My mum played not a high level at all, but just casually with friends, and I was exposed to it through that, and I just loved being able to walk around dribbling the ball, and yeah, now I've made a career dribbling a ball, so come a long way, I guess.
When did you decide that you wanted to go pro? That this will be your career path?
It was something I always wanted to do from a young age. I always, even from 5 or 6 years old, I was like, when I grow up, I want to be a basketball player. All my classmates were like, I want to be a doctor and a vet and this and that. But I was like, no, I want to play basketball. I want to play for Australia. And so it was just something I always wanted to do. And when I got to high school and realized that it was, a dream that I could possibly achieve, that was when it set to more of a serious goal of mine.
I've read it in an article that someone, I think it was back in high school, a coach of you told you that you weren't good enough, you weren't big enough. Was that an extra motivation for you to show him?
Yeah, I was never selected for anything as a junior basketball player in Australia, and most of the people that play at this level now, they all had the same pathway, and I was never selected. I was too small, not fast enough, didn't shoot well enough. So yeah, I think that created the edge that I have in my mentality, and just made me want to work harder than everybody else to keep trying to prove myself.
Can you walk us through your career so far, where you played, how long, and what achievements you've had with your team so far?
Yeah, so I went to college. We won a conference championship and went to the NCAA tournament twice. We went to the top 16 in the country in my senior year. I went home, played in our WNBL, our national league, won a championship with the Townsville Fire in 2023, or 2022, 2023. I don't know, one of them, not too long ago. Then I won an NBL 1 championship, represented my country, was fortunate enough to go to the Olympic qualifiers with the Opals and qualify for the Olympics, and have just been part of that squad in the recent years.
For those of the fans who are not really familiar with Australian basketball, what's the difference between WNBL and NBL 1?
So WNBL is our national league, so you play everywhere in the country, and NBL 1 is our off-season, so it's a good opportunity to work on your game. You play only in your state. You only train twice a week, which is really nice. So yeah, it's off-season, but it's still a good opportunity to play good games. You
also mentioned the Opals, the national team. I've had it written up here that in 2019, you were with the emerging Opals at the University Games.
Yeah.
And you beat the USA in the finals, and you won gold.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yes.
How that went?
Yeah, it was my first and only time I had been to Europe. I went to Naples in Italy with the under-23 Australian team. We played a bunch of games. It was my first time representing Australia. I was fortunate enough to, be a part of the team that won gold. We beat the USA team in the final, and yeah, it was a really fun experience, and it just exposed me to that international level, which I hadn't been a part of yet.
I have a quote here. I'm interested if you know who it's from. It's quite long. She's very much entrenched in grassroots sport, coaching junior teams and helping younger players. Speaking to her, she's really keen to get involved with our community programs. So I think she's going to be a great role model for the young girls in Townsville. It's definitely one of the things we're looking for. And we tremendously value the community support we get to be able to put on our team on the floor. So having people who want to give back is crucial. I really enjoyed coaching her. I think she's really tough. She's a great defender for a small guard and has a really nice skill set offensively and can make her own shot.
Shandog. Shannon. Yeah, that's my guy.
How was playing for her? What was she like as a coach?
He was a phenomenal coach. I mean, he's like still one of my biggest role models. He taught me so much about the game, and he had full belief in me as a player. I mean, I wouldn't be here or be able to have opportunities to be a part of this organisation without him. You know, he took my game from being someone that was, you know, a nobody in Australian basketball to, you know, being somebody that's now recognised on the national team and that people know and they have to come up against. And, you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be even close to where I am now. So he's a big influence in my life.
This year you decided to go from Australia here to Europe. What made you decide like this? What made you make this decision? How did this opportunity come for you?
Well, my agent told me that Chopron had got in contact with him, and you know, initially Europe was of interest to me, but I wasn't certain. I spoke to a few Australians that had played here before, Ezzy Magbagor and Alice Koenig, and they both had really good things to say about the program, the club, Gashby. Everyone said really good things about this club, and you know, when I got the offer, I was kind of in a place where I wanted to go somewhere different. I wanted to try something new. I wanted to challenge myself in a new environment. And I just wanted a clean slate. And I thought coming here was a really great opportunity to do that. And since being here, I feel like I've really been able to find myself on and off the court with this group of ladies that I've come to really love. So yeah, I'm really grateful I made this decision.
Wasn't it difficult to leave your home behind, like Australia? You've never played outside of Australia
as a pro.
As a pro, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did it in college. So, you know, I've lived away from my family for the last 5 years and then 4 years while I was in college. So, you know, they're used to me being on the high and by status. FaceTime is a good friend of ours, but, you know, it's definitely tough being away from home, but I feel like this team and being close with them and being able to make such good friends so quickly has made it a lot easier.
What are your goals with Chopron now?
Oh, I want to win a championship. win. I think that's every player's goal. But, you know, like I genuinely believe this team is special. Like it's a really different environment to be able to walk in from day one and just feel that energy. You know, I think the chemistry that we have on and off the court is unbelievable for this early in the season, and you know, I want that to all be for something, like to, you know, want to win Euro Cup, like want to win Hungarian Cup, want to win, you know, the league. And I mean, I'm still figuring out how it all works here, but everything we can do to win, that's what I want to do. I mean, I think every player should be aspiring to win, but yeah, it's just something a little extra with something so special as our group.
I think you like came into the team with a boom, with a bang, like you've made your impact like since day one.
Oh, thank you.
You kind of become one of the fans' favorites already.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you have a message to them? Like, what do you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like this game is just so much bigger than just a game of basketball. Like, and I really hope the fans enjoy, you know, watching us play. I try to have fun. Like, I'm very passionate. I wear my heart on my sleeve when I play. I'm very emotive. I get really excited for my teammates, and you know, I think that the crowd is amazing here. I love seeing all the young girls, and they're coming to games and so excited and so passionate. I think that's what this game is about, and that's what it's for me. I just want to be a role model. So, you know, I hope that they see that this game is fun, that we're having fun, but, you know, with fun, hopefully we can bring success as well. And I would love to bring a championship to Chopron.
Okay, my last question in this part of this interview is, who is Stephanie Reid off the court? What do you do when you're not dealing with basketball stuff?
See, it's like before I came here, I feel like I wouldn't have been so sure of the answer. Like since coming here, I feel like I've really came out of my shell. Like I've I'm really social. I like to hang with my teammates. I love to go to brunch. I've got a few favourite spots, you know, Culture Presso, Hoffa, they're my favourites in shop front at the moment. You know, just I've really enjoyed being able to get out in this community, travel. I have a camera, so I like to do photography and videos and edit reels. I know that you've probably seen that on my social media. But yeah, like just trying to enjoy life. I feel like I have the best job in the world, and I try to make sure that every day I'm enjoying it, because not everyone has the chance to do that.